came back to Vancouver. He lived just outside Vancouver. And the next day he had to go to the bank. But when he went into the queue, waiting for the bank, for the teller, and handed him the same bank book, the same teller, and stood on the same spot where he had panicked so often before, he panicked again, and it was a smasher. And he thought, what will I do now? I've had 18 months practicing getting used to. I've been to America, and I didn't panic. But now I panic, and it's worse than ever. You see, he had never faced the symptoms. He'd never learned how to cope them. He never learned that when you panic, you let your body relax and you let the waves sweep all over you. You see it right through. Panic is an electric flash. It's a superficial electric flash. And that I teach my patients, to go toward it, let it come, let everything happen to the body that will, with utter acceptance. We're changing the mood. We're reversing the pattern. From going into fear, we're going into losing fear through getting used to the actual symptoms, not used to the place. So that in the end, even though the panic flash may still come, and it probably will, it no longer matters as much. It's the no longer mattering that is the key. I teach them that these things no longer matter. And they have to have the doctor who's going to help them with this, or the books, to give them the courage to see it right through. So often, just at the climax of the panic or the symptom, they withdraw. And that's tension, that's more adrenaline, that's more stress hormone, and that is an even stronger experiencing of the symptom. It's utter acceptance, letting it come, even going toward, going out prepared to take what will come. Let one's body do what it wants to do. Don't check it, don't try not to panic, don't think of something else. Into it willingly. Just as in Australia, when the big waves come, we don't stand up against them. We get dumped if we do. We go under them willingly. Phobia to embrace people who are afraid of leaving home for fear they'll have a turn. They're afraid not of the outside, but of themselves. Will they panic? Will they collapse? What will they do in a situation? It's not that they're so much afraid of the school meeting or the hairdresser, but they're afraid that if clamped in the hairdresser's chair, they won't be able to get out quickly enough if they have a panic. And the answer is always the same. Utter acceptance, even of the panic. They have to learn how to take the panic. A deep breath, let it out slowly, let their body slump, and let the panic flash. It is only an electrical discharge. They must not let their life be ruined by an electrical discharge. See it right through. And because they're sensitized, it may linger on for a while, but why? What the heck if it lingers on? I know it can be so strong that they think it's impossible to bear. It is never impossible to bear. And it's only by going through that last 1% that they discover this. It's when they withdraw, just as they think it's getting impossible, that they make it more impossible and are defeated by it. But if they are prepared to see it right through, they find peace on the other side of panic. They went through it. They know it. They've done it. That is the way for them to cope with agoraphobia. To my mind, it is the only way.